NBC24 News at 6.
We may only be a few days into spring, but the signs are already there, and maybe you've noticed. While it's still early in the season, pollen levels have been detected. NBC24's Caroline Cohen talked to an allergy specialist about the signs, symptoms, and ways to feel better as we approach allergy season.
If you've been feeling under the weather,
if you have an itchy nose, itchy throat, perhaps maybe you're itching your eyes,
it may not be the winter blues.
If you have these symptoms for more than a week, it's probably not a cold.
This time of year, the pollen counters are just starting to get to work.
It has a slide, it's a sticky slide, so it collects the pollen. And at the end of 24 hours, you take the slide and you count the number of pollens.
Already finding trace amounts of multiple types of pollen.
So you can differentiate between, let's say a maple or an elm pollen, which is the most common pollen early in the spring.
Dr. Rafeeq with ProMedica says pollen counts between 0 and 10 are low. Up to 100 is moderate, and anything above that is high. And the pollen counts have been increasing over the years.
We have had counts in the past years, above over 1,000.
And there are many suggestions as to why.
The warmer temperatures, longer seasons, air pollution, increased humidity.
Dr. Rafeeq says there are many ways to avoid the misery of allergies.
I think there are simple things such as, staying in air conditioning, keeping your windows closed, especially when you're driving or when you're sleeping at night.
You should also avoid high pollen times during the day if you have to be outdoors.
Generally, the pollen counts are highest in the morning and in the evening. So try to, do those activities, in the middle of the day.
And if you can't do that, take action immediately after.
Make sure you take out your shoes, change your clothes, because they may have pollen, on them that you don't want to take it, onto your furniture.
Reporting in Toledo, Caroline Cohen, NBC24 News.
And if you know you have allergies, it's best to start your treatment plan now before the symptoms get really bad. You should also always talk to your doctor before treatment. And coming up, what is tax money really spent on, and is it spent wisely? We'll take a look.
I'm tracking